Bilal joined batch 3. Such a challenging schedule. Every single day. A challenging work schedule. But he did it. He cleared PMP today. Bilal, I want you to share your journey, right? What you did, how you went through it. Please go ahead.
Um, I mean, it was a very challenging for me, honestly. Even I remember when I first called you about PMP, I was like 10% sure that I'm going to start it, honestly. I just called you because my problem was that I have been inconsistent towards studies because of my schedule. So I just made the call and I called you I remember you said that I basically asked you for a session. You said it's going to start in 2, 3 days. And I said, no, not this one, next one. You said, no, just take this session and we can see next time as well. So I just took it. So after that, it was like March end. So I did that. I know I've missed that sessions as well. Those were not really good for me as well because I've been missing the sessions. So the only problem that I was facing was a schedule. I was not really committing myself to the studies of PMP. But once I finished that courses, I remember I messaged you once that Amir, I'm stuck in different situation. I won't be able to give time. And I like the comment that you said is one is greater than zero. That do something every day is better than doing nothing. So that was a point that I started doing something. I know I was off for like 1 month. I didn't do anything. After that, I started doing something like 15 minutes or 20 minutes every day. I did some work, and then I started doing the mocks. When I started doing mocks, you were pushing me all along. You were asking me of all the statuses, what I was doing, and where am I at this current point. And there were many situations where I was quite like. You can say I was not in a position to answer you the correct status because I didn't really do anything because I was totally stuck. But then when I started doing the mocks there, I built the confidence that yes, I can do it. And then I moved on to one, and then another. Even then, it was inconsistent for me all the time. So so that was basically the point that what I started doing was that I followed your instructions to do something every day. I started spending like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes every day. And when I completed those process mocks, those people mocks, and then you told me to complete that 180 mock, and I said I cannot spend 4 hours. I mean, it's very difficult for me. So you said to do random mock. I started doing random mock. So after that, even then I was not confident because random mocks were good. I was doing something. But when after completing the random mocks, you said to complete the 180 mock. And I just I just spent 4 hours there. Somehow I don't know how, but I did it. So that was a point that really convinced me that yes, I can do it. I can spend 4 hours. I can do 180 mocks. So I can do the actual one as well. And behind everything was the follow-ups, Amir. Without follow-ups, I don't think so I would have ever done it. Because I said that I have been inconsistent with the studies. It was a quite long gap for me to study anything. So I wanted to have the schedule where someone pushes me all along so that I can do something. And this is how when I started doing 180 mocks, that was a time that I thought that, yes, I can do it. So I started doing one after the other, even though I know it was not as per your expectations, but still, I tried to complete it. I tried to achieve that mock, and eventually I did it. And the actual concept, Amir, behind giving the exam was that next week I'm flying to US because of my project. So I wanted to finish it before that. So I do not wanted to linger it again and spend another 2 months doing nothing. So I just wanted to finish it before that. That is why I pushed myself even more, like 1 week before. And I asked you that you remember I sent you a message that I want to end it in the end of June. And that was basically the reason behind it because I wanted to finish it before I moved to US.
So today is what date?
It's 29th, it's the end of June.
So this is called, yesterday we discussed SPI. So this is called on schedule.
On
right?
schedule. Yeah.
Yeah, one day we have reserves. We still have one day reserve. Okay.
Yeah.
And he booked on 29th. I asked him like he can book in this week any day. Right?
Yes. Yes.
And
True.
okay, let's talk what I did in last 24 hours with you. What I did yesterday at this time with you. At this time
I
exactly what I did with him. I have given
yeah.
him, I have like final, you guys have simulator, you will have my simulator, but there are six final mocks which I have been made by certified PMP, which is not on simulator. I give this as a final thing. I gave them on Wednesday, and expectations was he will complete all of them by Friday morning. I woke up, I see only one mock. Can you take it further in a polite language, not the same language I used?
Actually, I was just finishing a meeting. I was in a meeting. I was finishing the meeting. I was writing the minutes for that meeting, and I I received the call from Amir, and it was not a good one. It was honestly, it was not a good one. I only listened to Amir whatever he said. I said yes, I made a mistake, and I'm going to improve it.
I
And
was I was so frustrated. Why you haven't done? And he was takenly okay, okay. And
I
then you did two mocks.
yes, I did two mocks after that.
This was 8, like 7 to 8 p.m. in Pakistan, and after that he did two mocks. And then at 10 he said, "I'm doing the next mock." I said, "No, that's enough." My goal was to start the engine, not to destroy the engine. Two are done. So he did that. Then time management, and then almost we had a call. How important that final call was?
It was very, very important, Amir, especially after linking it with the video that you shared me, and after that, after that you called. The
Mm,
whole that combo was very fruitful for me and very encouraging for me to basically go the next day and do the test. Because honestly, throughout this journey, I was not, probably you would be more confidence than me of achieving this one, but I myself was not. So receiving the call at like 1:30 a.m. at night from you was really encouraging for me, because you shared some very fruitful things, and I basically followed that one. So you basically asked me to do the 80, 75, 75 breakup of attending the questions. So what I did was that, honestly, the first 60 questions I completed in 70 minutes.
mm.
Like one go, I completed 70 minutes, and the remaining 10 minutes, I just reviewed those questions.
Okay, okay, okay. Remaining you completed. Now this is his internet is playing. So this
Sorry,
is
I
yeah,
just received a call in
yeah,
between.
yeah.
So,
So
yeah.
first
So,
70 minute. That's what you said.
yeah. Yes, first was 70 minutes. And the remaining 10 minutes, I spent it on the review of those questions. I have marked the questions for review. So I reviewed those questions. After that, I took the break of 10 minutes. So it was not exactly 10 minutes. After 8 minutes, I was like, okay, now I need to attend it. I need to go for the further questions. So it was like 8 minutes almost. I took the break.
Mm,
After that, when I started the next 60 questions, I completed those 60 questions like it was 75 minutes. So I completed like 72 minutes almost. I completed those 60 questions. So again, I reviewed the remaining the questions that I marked for review.
mm.
And in that review, I basically spent some extra minutes. So I was supposed to end in 75 minutes, but I took like 2 more minutes to review the questions. Then again, I took a break. And I again, it was like 8 minutes break. I didn't took the 10 minutes break because I was quite tired by that time. So I just wanted to complete the remaining questions. But again, it was 8 minutes. I was just roaming around the room, stretch my legs, drink water, and just try to relax for some time. So I believe 8 minutes were okay for me. And then I go for the next 60 questions. So for the next 60 questions, I had like 73 minutes to go because I spent 2 minutes extra in the previous 60 minutes.
Okay.
But then the last 60 questions I completed, I had like the remaining time behind it was like almost 2, 3 minutes were still left when I completed the remaining 60 questions, the last block of 60 questions. And those 2, 3 minutes I spent the time for review. There were less questions in review for the last 60 questions. So I was like able to finish quite easily before time. I didn't really went for any hurry against in any question at any block of questions.
Okay. Bilal, how many drag and drop questions were there?
Sir, there were around 5 to 6 questions of drag and drop, if I
Five to
remember
six,
correctly.
5 to 6 question of drag and drops. Okay.
Yeah.
And
So there was like Tuckman ladder was there, risk categorization was there, that dormancy and urgency that was there. Then I believe there was one question where it was a very simple one, but it was a drag and drop, and you had to match the roles. Like it was a question like that: you are a business analyst, and the company is moving from predictive to agile, and they don't really have any Scrum Masters or POs in the company. So the existing role of a business analyst or the project manager, they need to shuffle their roles. So they had the options on the left side. You need to match which one will go to which one. So it was a quite an easy one. So it was like this. So I remember 3 questions as of now. I think there were 2 more questions around it.
okay. Guys, anyone has any question they would like to ask him? Anyone has any question that you like to ask him how he did it? Okay, what was the length of the questions? Bilal, what was the length of the question?
Sorry, Ami, can you say?
What was the length of the question? 3-liner,
Oh,
4-liner?
okay. They were mostly were like 3-liner, 2, 3-liner. There were in between. There were questions like 4 and 5-liner as well. And even in those, there were different questions where the options were like more than one-liner options. So I really had to go through those lines. They were like long lines, even in the options. So that was something that I had to like look at it twice to see which one to select and which one not.
Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Naif, you have a question?
Yeah, I have 2 questions actually.
Go ahead.
The first one is which part is the most difficult? Is it part 1 or 2 or 3? The first 60 question, or the second one, or the third one? And what is the most questions came up? Is it a guide or which topic?
Okay. So the first 60 questions, I believe the first 60 questions were tough, more tough. The second were just okay, and the third one were pretty much okay. So the first 60 questions, they were mostly scenario-based questions. They were not any related to any process. Something they were mostly scenario-based. So you basically had to go through all of them. Like some were related to collaboration, some were there were questions in it that you basically had to see that scenario and then select the options. I didn't receive like 1 or 2 questions related to quality. There were many questions related to agile, many questions related to people. And the first 60 block was related to scenarios, mostly scenarios.
Okay.
Yeah, and the final question: are you going to celebrate today?
I am.
He's going he's going US. So what else? What else you think will he be doing?
Yeah, I'm flying next week to US, and I'm coming to New Jersey as well, Amir.
Sure. Do let me know. I would love to host you. Thank you
Sure.
very much. By the way, you are coming on this on 4th of July. Like in US, 4th of July is like 14th of August. So you will enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. No, they actually I'm coming on a project, so they already know it's a holiday on their side. So they didn't invite us on that date. So
Okay.
I'll be first landing. Yeah, so I'll be first landing in Austin, in Dallas for
Okay.
1 week, and then I'll be coming to New Jersey after that.
Okay. Bilal, I know you will be very busy, but see if you can make 10 question answers that we can use for PMP Marathon, which will be next Sunday, 7th of July. And please send me your picture. I'll put it on a as a thumbnail for your success journey. Okay.
Sure, I'll
Thank
do
you.
that.